Good evening, good evening, good evening. Statman AJT here. My main man, my dog, Hollywood Mike. Young Damo the Disciple is coming. Stretch doing his civic duty. We are the Number Streets Podcast. Mike. Yeah, we got a big show tonight, man. Listen, when these awards drop, it's gonna be a few people that may not like where they're listed. That's all I'll say. But congratulations to the winners. We're gonna get to that. And we got some playoff games to discuss, don't we, Mr. Scott?
Yeah, Final Four, man. Final Four is here. Yeah, it's a great Final Four too, man. So I got some surprises too. So got some surprises, predictions that you may not think. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk about
it. You wanna go ahead and give your shout outs to all your kids, even though you don't have that many?
Well, I include my grandbabies as my kids. But
you are 61, so that makes a lot of sense.
I do. Last week I had mentioned how I wasn't getting none, right?
What?
Remember I said that, right? So I'm forced. I've been forced into abstinence. So listen. So listen. It's been so long. Been so long.
Mike,
since I touched the lady. Y'all know that Jodeci song. But yeah, man, I just had to say that. So we're going on forever long. It's okay.
You didn't have to actually say that.
I know I didn't, but
I don't think. That's not really pertinent.
Well, to the show I'm just saying, I just had to throw that out there. But anyway, shout out to my kids.
Jesus Christ.
My baby, my granddaughter Leia, birthday coming up June 22nd. My daughter Michaela, birthday coming up June 14th. So yeah, man, I got some things coming up, man. Father's Day, June 15th. Happy Father's Day. Early Father's Day to all the fathers out there. But yeah, shout out to you, Stats, man. Stretch, Damo, all the viewers out there, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Old Hollywood is in the drought. Go ahead, Stats.
Thank you. I'm glad, because we don't want to hear anything about that. What's up, Mel? God, Bree, my mom, y'all, Brother Hoop League, Virginia Neptunes. I want to give a special shout out to my teammates. Yeah. My guys was absolutely hooping, okay? And we're gonna get to that. But my guys was absolutely hooping. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my coach Pat. We're gonna have to get right into that, Mike. But shout out to my guys. Peace and love to all, man. Thanks to everybody who came out to the Brotherhood Hoop League first set of playoff games. I definitely want to also shout out our sponsors, Virginia Villains. Get to that. But 12975 Jefferson Avenue, Suite 101, Newport News, Virginia. Virginia Villains on Facebook too. Y'all hit Sick Mike up, Finesse Dress, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Mike and Maddie always come out, man. Y'all go see them. Check some of their gear out, man. Talk to them. They're good people. Elite Solutions. Shout out to D Knight. Shout out to Chaz, Mikasa Realty. Thank all the sponsors, man. We're extremely appreciative. Mike, are you ready to discuss? We're gonna get to the awards second, but we're gonna discuss these playoff games first. Okay. The very first game, and I want you to give your thoughts. Mamba Mentality versus Team Jelly. This was a very, very good game, and it was very, very surprising. Like, a lot of people went into this game thinking that Mentality would just run them over. and that's not what happened. Mike, can you go ahead and give your thoughts?
Yeah, man, this was I had picked Jelly to win, and not to say that mentality, I think 10 times they would beat him more than half those times, I believe. But I just thought something different about Jelly because I think the week before that, they erased a 20-point lead, I think against mentality, and they almost came back. So they built some momentum. They definitely had a chance to win. Um, I think throughout the game, if you ask Dave, coaching mentality, I think he had some sweaty palms. He had some sweaty palms late in that game.
Yeah.
But I think John showed his grit the last couple of minutes of that game, getting to the line.
Yep.
He was fantastic down the stretch. But I think Jelly played well. Jew played really, really well. Ham played well. I thought they could have gotten him the ball a little bit more down the stretch. I think he had some moments where he didn't show himself well the last couple of minutes. Not to say that again, that mentality did anything differently, but I just think that he took himself out of the game late. But Kenya
You mean like physically out the game, or they weren't looking for him?
They weren't looking for him. I just think they didn't really look for him as much. But I think him being one of the top players, because he's been the top player for them all year, if not the best player. Jew has had some stretches where he's been the best player, but they are the 1-2 punch. I think at some point you got to just demand the ball and just say, "Hey, we gonna ride or die with me, taking or missing those shots." Same with Jew. But they played a very, very good game. I mean, that's a complete to a perfect game as you're gonna get. But again, shout out to the mentality, man. They just found a way to win. I didn't like the last moments of the game, and I would love to hear Jew and Ham talk about it. They did the pick and roll, but they included John in that pick and roll, and I didn't understand. And sometimes Trick, I didn't understand that why they want to go at John pick and roll, especially when you got other players on mentality that's not good, that's not as good defensively. I just think that by design that wasn't a good thing to do. But again, shout out to mentality, man. That's why I picked Dave. We're gonna talk about that later on, but about the awards and stuff like that. But he was one of my coach of the year candidates. But they deserve to win. Jelly was right there. It was right there as well. But shout out to mentality.
Go ahead, Damo.
I mean, that was a great game, man. I thought Jelly was gonna pull it out for a second there.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna win that game, but just some lapses at the end. I thought they kind of tricked that one off, man. We was looking at a huge upset if that was going to happen. But mentality, they show why they are the team that they are, because great teams take advantage of other teams' mistakes, and they did that. They capitalized off of that, which allowed them to win the game. So, great season from Jelly. Much respect to those guys. We'll see y'all next year. Mentality. Congratulations to y'all for advancing. And we'll see y'all next week in the playoffs. In the second round, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that game was really close, man. And for me, it's one of them things where it's just like a few different decisions down there. Mike, you mentioned one of them, right? Going at who was it, John?
Yeah.
I would have put somebody else different in the pick and roll. I think they sat Ham a little bit too long.
Well, I think Sean said I think Sean, correct me wrong, Sean P. had said that he was hurt.
Ham was hurt. Okay.
Was he? Okay. So that did
I
not.
don't know, because he said I see Sean. What's up, Sean? I see Sean said that he put it. I don't know if he was referring to Ham was hurt. I know he asked out, because he was tired, which is understandable. Like you play. Look, this league, I've been saying it is not a joke. Like you're gonna get tired when you're playing out there. So, I think he okay. Ham was okay. That makes sense. Thank you, Katie.
You said he was hurt.
From I think she said he was cramping.
Okay.
I don't know. He played. I like the game that he played. Like he ain't forced. I mean, he wasn't trying to do too much. Jew was looking for a shot, and he had a good shot. He had a good shot at the end. I just think X dominated. I don't really know any other way to say that. Like he had, if I'm not mistaken, it was 16-8, and it felt like if he didn't get the rebound, he cleared the way for others to get the rebound on offense. Like I think 16 was his season high. He came to play. But if to me, if you are Jelly, you got to look at their game plan, right? I don't think Melvin scored. The person who did it was Trigg. Again, Trigg had 25. I think he had, was it 5 threes?
Mm-hmm.
And again, like John didn't have a good scoring game, but his defense was good. He was active. It was Trigg and X. And I think that's the difficulty of playing a team like that, because when you stop or when you slow, 2 of their 4 best players, they got 2 more. You have to play a really, really good game against them. And Jelly did play a really, really good game, but mentality pulled it out at the end. And they move on to the second round. Were there any coaching things that you saw that you would have done different? Again, shout out to Trigg, shout out to X. 41 points between them, and that's hard to overcome. It really is.
I would have played EJ a little bit more.
Yeah,
there were moments that EJ sat, and EJ had a steal against Booty earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
He was tenacious on the ball, and I just think that you stick with that, you go with that, but not to say that it cost him the game. I think what I did like is that I thought Kenyon was really aggressive in the game as well, and I would like to see them go to him a little bit more because I think he's a he's a good weapon. So I think in that situation, like, you got to go to Kenyon a little bit more, because this is probably one of his best games that he's had, and but really, like I said, it was an evenly played game till late, and I just think late game execution, I don't know, and then you can kind of tell that Dave, Trigg, those guys, John, because they played together before, and AJ for Jelly. And not to say he was a deer in headlights, but I think he could have made some adjustments. Late game situations. Again, I'm going to Ham. Early on, Ham was going downhill. He kind of gave Trigg a couple of body bumps going to the lane. He was ferocious going to the lane, and I think you go with that, right? Or if you're going to do pick and roll or something like that, then try to get X in the pick and roll. I've seen a couple of times X got, there was a direct line drive to the basket. They got a couple of layups on him. Maybe do that. Some off-ball action somewhere else, but going at John and Trigg and basically back-to-back plays, that's a recipe for disaster. It's not going to work. And again, Juju's a great offensive player, not taking away from what he can do. But if you ask Juju, he's gonna say, "Hey, I can take on anybody, but hey, we gotta play chess in this situation."
I mean, I don't really have. I mean, look, I don't really have a problem because, like, we look at it like the NBA. Like, your best players are going to go with your best defenders sometimes. That's how it goes.
But
like,
you got to, but you have to, but again, Juju got a lot of shots off. Juju got a lot of shots on John with that fadeaway, his patented fadeaway. He was scoring, but at the end of the day, John was locked in that last couple of minutes, offensively and defensively. And what I'm saying is, you want to be smarter, and you want to play smarter, not harder. And what I'm saying is, there's a couple of people on mentality defensively as not good as John and Trigg. You stay away from them.
And stats, you never seen somebody go in the pick and roll to switch off into one of the best defensive players. Like,
no, they don't do it to switch off. No, right? They don't do it. I mean, right. You're not going to switch.
you put harder on yourself.
Yeah, they're not going to, like, unless you're really a psycho, you're not going to go be like, okay, I want Jaden McDaniels in that pick and roll.
That's just dope basketball.
Right.
And I think John is a good defender, and Trigg is a good defender. And again,
I agree.
Can Juju score on them? Absolutely. But I think
at
this point,
Juju can score on anybody.
he can,
right.
but I don't think in that moment.
Make life easier for yourself.
Yeah, I don't think in that moment we got to be macho, right? We just gonna say let's make the easy play. You know what I mean? And I just think that's the only critique that I would see in terms of that, because Juju got off on John early, a lot of them early. Everybody, hey, take your pick. But in that situation, let's get an easier bucket down the stretch. That's all.
The only thing that I would have said, because I asked for X to be, for Kenyon to guard X. But I would have because I don't think it worked after like the first few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have tried Dale
on X?
Yeah, for the physicality.
I think that Kenyon. I don't think Kenyon's bad. I just think that for what he's for what he plays.
No, I don't think he's bad either. Just from a physicality perspective.
I just noticed him. Kenyon roams a lot, right? And sometimes he may get out of position, and I don't mind him playing center field. But again, if he's going to protect the rim, but sometimes he loses sight of where he's at, and then that leaves room for X to go in and get a rebound and stuff like that. So I didn't really necessarily mind that matchup, because then there's a couple of plays where Kenyon went back at X.
Yeah, he did.
So I don't really mind it, and X is going to be X at the end of the day. Yeah. But I didn't really mind that matchup at all. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, X was really
good. For physicality, if you want to put Dale in, because Dale's a bigger guy and stuff like that. But I don't know.
And he spaces the floor too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as far as getting defensive rebound. I don't know if Dale is the best defensive rebounder. Yes, he's going to stretch the floor. He probably could move X out the way. But is Dale a rebounder in terms of that? He clears space, but is he a rebounder? And I just think that's just two different things. But again, I would like to see him get more minutes, because he had a couple of threes, if I'm not mistaken.
He did.
Yeah, so I would like him to see him get more. But again, when the playoff time comes around, that rotation kind of it gets shortened. I would love to see CJ out there, so CJ can get fouls and use his body and stuff like that. You wouldn't get to see CJ either out there, so that made a difference. But again, overall, I really got, and we're picking, nitpicking, but it was a well played game by both teams, though. So can't be mad.
Yeah. Any other thoughts before we go on to the controversial game of the day?
No, we can go right ahead. Let's go right into it.
All right. 757 Kings versus Team Flick. This game went down to the wire. Yeah. This was probably the best game of the day. Best game of the day to me. We had an unfortunate injury. We wishing you well here from the Number Streets podcast, man. And I hope you get better. But Team Flick pulled it out. We had a near buzzer beater by Mr. Leo, but it was a little bit late. What are y'all thoughts on this game? What stood out what stood out to y'all?
You want to go first, bro?
Nah, you go first.
I think it was a great game. Kings got out to a fast start, but Flick answered. And it's always good when Flick has other supporting cast that can score the ball. I think Donnie hit a 3. Brandon played pretty well. And I can't say Brandon. Brandon's, he's the 1B to Jason's 1A. So I just think early on that DJ was outstanding. Tay was good. I don't. So with this particular game, I'm trying to figure out where did the Kings lose the game at.
I think I'll actually say before you continue.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but they started doubling Sedale down the stretch when their plan wasn't Sedale who they were supposed to be doubling. And Brandon hit that 3 in the corner because they couldn't. I mean, on the left wing because they couldn't rotate back in time.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Jason.
I was so lost by that, the doubling.
I was really pleased to see that they I don't know if pleased is the right word, but they doubled Jason.
Yeah.
But I was pleased to see that Jason got rid of the ball. He made the right play.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't know. It almost seemed like he was prepared for it. So he got the ball out of his hands, and I actually talked to him, afterwards, and he said he don't mind getting the ball out of his hands. He was just like, he's gonna make the right play. So he did. So it was just like, he got the ball out of his hands. He still got his numbers, but almost his numbers, so it don't really matter. But I think overall, this was a really, really, really great game. Flick supporting Kaz actually played really well. Really, really well. And again, 757 Kings, they played great too. Cam, I'm a fan of his game. Cam was pretty darn good. Tay was good. DJ again was outstanding. From the stretches that I've seen late. I just think, late game execution, Kings could have been better. Late game execution. And I don't know that before we get to the final play, I'm gonna let you and Damo talk about the other parts of the game before we get to the final play, because I wasn't a fan of the final play. I knew what the play was because they told me. I don't know why they didn't execute it that way. But we're gonna talk about what the final play was, how it was told to me. I think that Jay New should have played more. Just my opinion. He didn't play. He played some, but I don't think he played a lot. I've seen him play more minutes in other games. Did Ron play a whole lot?
Ron got hurt.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he messed his groin up in like one of the first possessions of the game.
I didn't see that. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Is there a reason Mook didn't play?
I think he got a few minutes, not that many.
He didn't play at all.
He didn't play at all.
We didn't play at all.
In the game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I just think that, and then shout out to Jermaine. Of course, he hurt himself, which is unfortunate. But it just shows the resiliency of Flick, though, because like Jermaine's a rebounder, defender, and they were still able to pull it out, man. So
yeah.
That team has shown itself, to be a competitor. And what they're saying to everyone is that this is just more than just Jason. And you like that. You like that. The Kings turned their season around for sure because, without having Steph there and stuff like that, it was like, okay. And they went on a losing streak. Then they got Tay, and then DJ came together, and then you got Aaron. Also, let me speak to some of the missed opportunities. So shout out to Aaron. That's my guy. Aaron missed 3 crucial layups, and that would have tied it. That would have kind of bode well for them. And on a fast break, he had an easy layup. I don't know if it was a 3-on-1. He turned it over. So there was some turnovers, some missed opportunities that could have basically, because I think they only lost by 1 point, 1 or 2 points. So you factor in those missed opportunities. Not just him. There was a couple of other missed opportunities that they could have had, and they couldn't capitalize. So I just think that from that standpoint, you ask Aaron, he's kicking himself because if you make those 4 shots, we're looking at a different ball game. But it was a great game. We'll talk about the last minute. But I'll let y'all go.
I think Tay and DJ were excellent. I think they were excellent. Tay was getting to his pull up. And I like when he does the change of pace, and instead of going all the way to the basket, using his speed, because he's probably the fastest in there, y'all would say. If not,
because I think I'm gonna let you go. I just think that next year, whenever we do the second season, Tay's gonna be much better because we interviewed him, I think, prior to the game stats,
which is on the Brotherhood Hoop League page, by the way. Y'all go follow our Brotherhood Hoop League page if you haven't.
For the time when Tay came in, it's hard for him. He's a hooper, but to get acclimated and then say, hey, get a feel. But I think next year he's going to be even better next year. The role they put him in, let's be honest, he was a point guard. And he was their closer. And I just think that for that, and he can play that role, but he's normally a two guard. He's a one-man fast break. You didn't get to see a whole lot of that this year, but I just think it was just more so he's in a different role. But once he's in that role where he can play point guard, he's going to be way better. I've seen him in the Hampton League drop 30 like in a blink of an eye. So you're going to see a different version of Tay next year. I'm confident of that. But go ahead, Stats.
No, I think Ron's injury hurt him. Because I think that his length could have helped them on defense against Dietrich.
Right.
Jason had a quality game. He blocked a few shots. Actually, he blocked Newman's shot right on the last play before the buzzer beater, which we'll get to. You mentioned Aaron. I know he's kicking himself about the game that he had. I know that he is. He definitely helped out on defense and was crashing down and rotating. But you gotta have him layups. You do, and we all miss him. So, Brandon for Flick was rim protecting, and he'll let you know about it too. He'll tell you about it. Mm-hmm. That was much needed. I think he blocked 2 back-to-back. And he was knocking down his jumper. You mentioned Donnie hit a corner 3. Sedell was getting downhill. Terry was steady. You mentioned Moot. I didn't know, especially once Jermaine went out, where the natural matchup for him was in that game. Especially because without Jermaine, they had to go a bit smaller.
Right.
I didn't know where that natural matchup was for him.
Right.
I actually like the game plan that Aaron and Mook or Lou and whoever put the game plan together for them to double Dietrich. I like that game plan. Get the ball out of his hands. Terry. Tay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why they doubled Sedell. At the end, they did a few possessions. I didn't understand. That could have just been mental fatigue. Those things happen, or maybe trying to force turnovers. But Jason is Jason. Jermaine's going to be missed, but they pull it out. Damo, you can go ahead and give your thoughts before. Shout out to Rat too. Keeping this team focused. Go ahead, Damo. Go ahead, give your thoughts before we talk about the last sequence.
It was a really good game, man. Really good game. I would say probably the game of the day for real. As far as from a competitive standpoint and being close, I think the Kings, man, they gave one away, man. Gave one away. They jumped out quick. I think they were up by like 12 or 13, maybe 11. I think they jumped out on them quick. I think what really happened is, which was a great coaching adjustment by Rat. They went zone.
Yeah.
Once they went zone, it really slowed the Kings down, and the game changed for them. So I tip my hat to Rat on that play. I mean, on that coaching call to go zone. I thought it was genius. I thought it was genius. So shout out to him for that. I think that's what really turned the game, in my opinion. So, but also, I thought DJ might have got caught up in that
What's up, Bird?
caught up in the battle between him and Brandon just a little too much. I think Brandon ended up scoring and hitting a three or something like that, and then seemed like he might have pressed a little bit started pressing a little bit, and it kind of messed up the flow a little bit, I felt. So sometimes you just can't get caught up in what people are saying and doing, and getting caught up in matchups all the time. The main objective is just to get the win, man. So I thought that played a factor in it, but mainly the main thing that turned the game for me was the zone, man. Like, I can't speak any more on that. Like, I really think the zone, Rat going zone, was the turning point of that game, and that's why ultimately I think they came back and they won the game. Now the last sequence, they still had a shot to win the game. Kings. I don't know if this could be a good way to transition into that, if y'all want to.
Go ahead.
Start first on it. I thought it was this is no disrespect to anybody. I don't know. I don't really know what the play was. I was told. I think I was told kind of what the play was. I still can't 100% grasp.
The problem was, here's the problem. I've gone back and looked at it. I've gone back to look at it multiple times. Leo is literally wide open in that left corner.
Right. Well, yeah.
So if there was a play, there were literally two people on Newman, and they passed it directly to him, and that's when Jason blocked it, right? I didn't understand why that pass wasn't to that corner.
Well,
my thing is this. There's no way with 3 seconds left on the clock that you make that pass in traffic underneath the basket like that.
They tried it like 2-3 times.
And you do it twice in a row. It's like, everybody in the gym knew where the ball was going. It's like, and the thing is, he never took his eyes off the spot. Like, he just stared it down completely. Everyone knew he was throwing it there. It's like, bro, you can't make that pass under there, bro. You don't even give yourself a chance to win the game. You don't give yourself a chance to win a game. It's 3 seconds left. So if that ball gets tipped, that's it. The time's running out. By the time you get it, pick it up. Now, Newman was able to retrieve it, go up for a layup. Maybe he got fouled. Maybe he didn't. Leo got the ball back, and
what I was told was that the play was supposed to go to Tay. So what I was told was that, I guess, I don't know how Newman got it, and what I was told was that there was supposed to be a screen for Tay, because Tay was, if I'm not mistaken, stats. Now this is what I was told. When they was taking the ball out, was Tay behind Newman, behind the play, by the free throw line or 3-point line?
I'm actually, go ahead, keep talking. I'm actually going to look right now.
So what I was told was that they were supposed to set a screen on Tay's man to get Tay out of space, then Tay make a move to the bucket or shoot it. This is what I was told. I don't know how Newman got to the block, and they passed it to Newman, and they passed it in traffic. But they said that play was supposed to go to Tay. I ain't gonna say who told me, but they said it was supposed to go to Tay. So
really?
Right. So I don't know what happened. I guess I could say, I guess the play is over now. But I mean, it's over. But it was supposed to go to Tay. So I don't understand how Newman got the rock, because it definitely wasn't supposed to go to him. But nevertheless, who was the inbounder?
I'm looking now.
Cam was the inbounder.
Who? Cam?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Cam.
Cam. And not to say Cam can't pass, but in that situation,
It has nothing to do.
By the way, Cam had an outstanding game too.
he did. But so in that situation, guys, which
nothing to do with being able to pass or not. It's just that's an IQ. Not saying his IQ is low, but that's just a bad decision.
but does Leo make that same pass though?
Huh?
If Leo's taking the ball out, do Leo make that pass?
I don't know.
But Leo's one of their best shooters, so Leo was in the corner.
Were they down one?
No, they were down. They were down. Two,
They were down one.
or maybe it was down one. Yeah, it was down one. Down one.
I don't mind getting the ball in Newman that if he's that close. But it was just traffic though. So I don't know. Do you get DJ on the move on a curl or something with the mid range pull up? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Anything but throwing it in the traffic, bro.
Traffic like that, yeah.
That's an IQ thing, bro. I mean, I hate to say that because I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting anybody, but you just can't do that, bro. You can't do that.
Hold on, I'm looking now because I'm interested to see. Hold on.
I think it may have been that he just didn't want to. Maybe he just didn't want to make a mistake, and he was like, "Let me just try to make the closest pass." Like he's standing right there in front of me. Let me not throw it up and try anything, lob it up, for it to get stolen. Maybe that was his mindset, and what could have caused what happened. But I don't know, man. That's just you just can't make that pass. You got to give yourself some sort of chance, man.
Yeah, I'm still looking right now. What I'm trying to figure out though is because y'all mentioned it. Why? I mean, Newman's double teamed and they were down one, but Newman was double teamed.
Where was Tay at?
That's what I'm waiting for now. I don't want to fast forward past it. All right, so Cam's taking the ball out. Okay, and then okay, that's the first one. It goes to Leo in the corner. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm getting to it. But Cam was the one that was taking the ball out. Cam.
Right.
My question is, why not put more? I'm just asking, why not put more shooters in the game at that point?
You're down one. Everything's to the bucket. Is it necessarily you need a shooter?
To space. Yeah. So Cam tried to pass it to DJ. DJ tried to seal on the first attempt. That's when it went out of bounds the first time. So DJ cut from the top of the key, and then Cam tried to pass it, and then it went back to Newman. So that's what happened.
Where was Tay at?
I actually don't see Tay. So Tay was at the top of the key. My bad.
And Tay was at the
top of the key. If y'all want to look at it, it's on the Brother Hoop League page. Flick versus King, second half. Tay tried to pass it to him. It bounced back, and then it got back to Newman. And then but Tay was at the top of the key. Terry was on him. Yeah, Cam passed it back to Newman, and that's when Jason blocked it, and that's when the play happened. I mean, look, we can all second guess. I don't understand the pass down there. I don't. You probably got to get something better than that in that situation. I didn't hear what y'all said because I was looking for it, but what did y'all say?
I just think in that instance, I can understand, and I think Damo made a good point that maybe he didn't want to, make a mistake, but you end up making a mistake anyway because again, the low percentage pass, throwing it out there to Tay or to DJ or whomever, and Jay knew was right there, but it's in traffic. I would like to talk to Cam to see how what Cam was looking at, but you know what I mean. But those things happen. I don't want to say it's an IQ thing. And I hear what Damo's saying because, and I know Damo's not trying to diss nobody or anything like that, but it begs the question. Okay, that wasn't if the first play was shut off, then what's the plan B? Where do you go? Was there a counter? You know what I mean? Because based on what I was told, if Tay was where he's supposed to be, why couldn't that play go to Tay in that situation? And then Tay makes his move because clearly I think Tay was open.
Well, Terry was on him, so but Tay was at the top. Tay was at the very top of the key, so he would have had to throw it all the way over the person defending the inbounder and over Terry. So
okay.
I mean that would have been a hard pass, and the person who defended the inbound did a great job.
Right. Yeah, I get you. So I mean,
I'm sure at that point Cam was also, and it wasn't a lot of movement either. So I'm sure Cam was probably like, I need to get this in so there's no violation. So that's likely what he was thinking. Hey Ebony, any more thoughts on this game before we go to the next one?
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's go to our game.
Oh, we're gonna talk about my game last?
Oh, one question. Was the shot good? Or was it not?
What do you say?
Was the shot good? I mean, we can't. I know y'all try to breeze over that shit. We can't breeze over.
No. Listen. We should have took a fucking poll.
Was it good or not? Let me know in the chat if you was watching the game. Was it good or was it not good?
Now okay, I've watched it a few times, and I thought it was a little late. Like
that's always changing his mind, man.
No. I never gave an opinion. I never gave an opinion at first. So
you thought it looked good yesterday.
When I was under the baseline, I did. I thought it was good, but I went back and looked at the tape. It's unfortunate that it had to come back down to that, but it did look, it did look a little bit late. But again, now I want to say this though, guys. We're an adult rec league, and I'm not mad at nobody who wants it to count, but we don't have a review replay system. I mean, that we can't really afford that. So that's something that we could discuss about how we could do that. What's up, Aaron? If there's any recourse for that, but I don't know. I don't know what we do about that. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for it, but it did look a little bit late on the tape to me. Mike?
I had said it wasn't good because I heard the horn sound and Leo had it like this, but then I was told there was some other stuff going on. So I don't want to say, you know what I mean? Because if everyone's saying that it was good, and I'm saying I heard the clock, but I seen Leo's hand on the ball, but there were some other things that went into play. Okay, I don't know. It hurts to lose a game like that.
Yep.
But again, I gotta go back and look at it. To be honest with you, look at it for the new information that I I gotta go back and look at it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that is a tough way to lose a game. I feel for those guys. I do.
Yeah.
I do. And I wish that we had, a better recourse for that. I really do.
Yeah.
Is anybody a fan of wrestling?
I was back in the day when they had Hulk Hogan and Randy Marshall.
Has anybody ever heard of the Montreal screw job?
Oh my God. Yes, most wrestling fans have.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Yes, I know, Mike. You watched it 57 years ago when you was 10 years old. So, next game. By the way, Team Flick moves on. We're gonna get to
the watching. I love you all. I'm just playing. Love. It's love.
We're gonna get to the playoff previews on Wednesday. Bad News Bullies played Bloodline. That was my team. I have a lot of great, effusive things to say about my team.
Go to our team first, Stats.
All right, go to your. All right.
Yeah,
So, Team Sky, Team Sky versus Team Elite. Mike wants to talk about them. Floor is yours, brother.
Yeah, man. So I want to talk about my team. I think we had a lot of shit going on this season, man. But I think this last game that we played, there were parts of that game where it was going to get ugly. But I'm not going to lie. I love the way my team fought. Like the last parts of the end of the first half going into the second half. And I said to myself, if we played like that all season, who would have known? But we can't, we didn't have the full roster. Damo played absolutely outstanding. I was telling the guys, like, you got to follow what Damo was doing and Taj was going to the hole getting fouls, because the referee was calling fouls because Lou had like 3-and-1s, right? Barry got one. And I was saying, well, okay, y'all just go to the hole too then. And Damo, you got a lot of foul calls, right?
Yeah, about 3 or 4.
Yeah, and then Taj got some, and I just thought that we fought hard. We cut it within 11, and then of course, the old adage, what kicked us in the butt all year, another turnover. But I did like the way we fought that game. Of course, Elite was a better team. Lou was just too much. Barry was outstanding. I'm still mad Barry shot that 3 at the end of the game, but we talked about it. But I understood why he did it. But
wait, no, keep shooting, man.
I know, because me and you talked about
it.
Damo.
Good.
He said I'm gonna shoot it. We're gonna play it till it's 0-0 on the clock. I said, okay.
0 on the clock, man.
He said Hollywood, I hear the noise about me. He would say it's all love. I was like, yeah, it's all love. I was just like, man, but
get them buckets.
Nah, it's
get them buckets. Put us out of our misery.
Right. So he definitely did that, man.
I don't believe in that, man. Keep shooting.
I don't believe in it either. Barry, my guy. I thought, he seen him over there coaching, over there. Like, I ain't gonna do it to Mike like that. He said, shit. He shot that motherfucker. I said, all right, bro. But I ain't mad at him though. But I like the way we played, man. Matt was outstanding. Man, it was like, I can't say I didn't see it coming, but Matt's capable of that. Wasn't given the opportunity. Shout out to Knight. I don't know what the fuck Elite was doing early in the game, but they had that lineup in there, like an unusual lineup. Then I said, oh, they ain't got no respect for us. That unusual lineup. I said, okay. But Knight, my guy, I fucks with Knight, but I was like, that's an unusual lineup. They just knew they was gonna win. Didn't start Lou, They didn't start Barry. Barry didn't start either, did he?
No, Barry started. Lou did.
Who didn't start? Lou didn't start. Lou's on
Lou didn't start. Barry did.
He gave us a head start.
Right. Exactly what it gives a head start. But shout out to them. Shout out to my team, man. We fought hard, and I did like the way we fought, man. So we didn't. But it's hard to win with 6 guys back-to-back weeks or 5 guys. It's hard. You know what I mean? So we played them well with a full roster. We lost by 3. But yeah, we fought hard, man, and I'm proud of the way we fought it to the end, though. So,
Damo.
I mean, I don't have a lot on it, man. I mean, shout out to Team Sky, man. Everybody who participated on the team, man, and came out. I appreciate everybody for being a part of the league and being a part of the team. Love all y'all brothers, man. So. At the end of the day, man, no moral victories for me. At the end of the day, bro, we just want good, man. It's just that simple. We just want good. We just want good enough. That's all there is to it.
I don't have a lot of thoughts. I told y'all, Mike, I like the way y'all fought. You, Damo, BJ, Henry, Super, Taj. I really like the way that y'all finished the season, man, because y'all could have mailed it in. Shout out to Elite, business-like performance. Luke came off the bench and dominated. Barry had a Barry game. Knight played well. Matt, you mentioned it. And again, that's the problem with them and mentality. Like you got your 3 stars, right? Mm-hmm. But then, bro, you got Matt who can get you 15. Bro, he dropped 13 in the first quarter. And he's one of the best shooters in the gym. Again, that makes it just hard to defend. So great performance by them. Great performance by Coach Tay. And they move on. Congrats to both teams, well, congrats to Elite. Saw that, that y'all season ended, Mike and Damo, but y'all had some adversity throughout the season, man. And y'all finished strong. Again, no more victories, but I am gonna give y'all credit for, again, not quitting. We've seen NBA players quit. So y'all ain't quit. So I'm gonna give y'all credit for that. Now, I can't lie. My team and my game, I'm generally humble when I talk about my team. I'm not gonna be as humble today. I'm thrilled. I was Mike and Damo and them will tell you what I was. I mean, they ain't gonna really tell you, but I was super hyped after the game. But y'all go ahead. I'm gonna go last.
You want to go
first? Congrats! Shout out to the bullies, man. They pulled one out, man. I wasn't expecting it, to be. I wasn't expecting that, man. I really wasn't. I thought, I picked Bloodline to win that game. And I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it to be the way it went. It almost kind of turned into blowout towards the end. So, hey, man, the stats team came out and executed, man. They didn't get too caught up in the rah-rah, and they also didn't get caught up in, and they didn't let Tay just put them away when Tay was going crazy in the first half. They didn't let that, get to them. So they stayed composed. They stuck to the game plan, made whatever adjustments they need to make in the second half. They came out and they did what they were supposed to do. They handled business, man. So they advanced into the the semifinals or the conference finals, whatever you want to call it. So they advanced. So shout out to the Bullies, man. Great game from Stats. Great defensive effort from Dion in the second half. Shout out to Tay. Another great performance, per usual. One of the guys I have great respect for in the league. One of the best scorers in the league, I would say, probably the second best after Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, Tay. We'll see you next year, man. I appreciate everybody for coming out on the team.
Go ahead, Mike.
Great win by the Bullies. I think Tay had 16 in the first half, and I think he finished with 18 for the game. Stats, you got the numbers. I believe it was 18 for the game he finished with.
Yep.
I talked to Stats, I believe, after the game, and I said, hey, I think I had told you what the final point total was, and I was just like, what was the difference? I said, because we could talk about it now, because you were concerned about Tay's scoring output, and first half there was some worries. There was that first couple of minutes Tay was on the bender, and then somebody rolled out the ashes. Someone said, you know what? It was like the Undertaker rising from the dead, and he said, I got him, and that was Dion. And Dion said, I got Tay. And I think if we were doing the defensive, Tay, you 1, 2, 3 Cancun. You got a one-way ticket. Go ahead and stay in Cancun for the rest of the summer.
There, bro. Margaritas. chicken quesadillas, whatever, man. Let's do it.
If we were doing defensive, player of the year or defensive team, and he was eligible, I think Deion be right up there, because I think that was one of the best defensive performances. In a high pressure situation. Let's just say that was a playoff game against a guy who's an MVP candidate. Let's be truthfully honest. That was one of the best defensive performances, because you got to think about it. Because again, stats, you all switch everything, right? You all switch everything, and in the second half, you just said, "Hey, Deion said I got Tay." Is that what he said?
Well, not y'all. I'm gonna give Deion the credit.
Well, yeah, Deion said it. Yeah,
Deion said that.
So, and I think that in that situation, and got to remember, it's so hard to guard someone, when a player's hot and you say, "Hey, cool him down." And I feel so bad, because I do that to Damo all the time. Hey, Damo, he's hot. Well, he's hot. Guard everybody. And that's what Deion said. I got Tay. And honestly, man, to be truthfully honest with you, that was a turning point. That was a turning point, and you gotta give Deion a shout out for that. Just to take on that. But yeah, to me, that was a turning point in the game. Stats, you were really, really good as well. You showed me that it's been all over social media, the little left hand shot. You putting that up there like
jelly.
Stop. That was not a jelly. It's more like jam. Wasn't no damn jelly.
Well, it definitely wasn't no jam, because I could barely jump over a phone.
I'm just saying, man. It was a good game. Everybody played well. Batman played well.
Yeah,
that was a good team win.
Yeah,
it was a great individual performance on the defensive end by Deion. Now on the Bloodline side, I just think that they just ran into a buzzsaw defensively. I don't think his supporting cast really helped Tay, like I think they could have. But hey, man, you got to tap your hats off to the bullies, man. So they moving on. They survive another week. So yeah, man. I mean, great win, Stats. Great win.
Thank you. First of all, I always give credit to my opponent. Shout out to Tay, Kurt, Chaz, Mello, Newborn, Jarrell, AB the coach, if it's Trail. Shout out to those guys, man. Y'all had a great season. Looking forward to seeing y'all again next year, man. It's always good to play against good guys. Tay, Chaz, and Kurt, I play against y'all every Sunday. So it's always good. As far as my team, man, I couldn't be more happier. Mike, you said it. We switched and we botched the switch, and it was at that point in the game Deion stepped up and said, "I'm not switching no more." That was Deion. Deion gets all the credit for that, and he put forth a dominant defensive performance in the second half of the game. And for me, it was just one of them things where it was just like, I didn't even realize we were up by the amount that we were up to, because I was so locked in the game. But Deion set the tone. I'm blessed that I have a lot of quality defenders on my team. Deion, Kennard, Jalen, everybody on my team plays defense, man. But that what Deion did completely set the tone for us. We were forcing a lot of turnovers, getting out in transition. I think Batman had his best game on both ends of the court, and he's been played well for us. But I think that was his best game considering the stakes. Kennard got a lot of steals on defense. Reese, I gave the game ball. Reese hit 2 threes, was getting to the cup. I think he had 10 points, 10 or 11 points. Reese, if you're watching, please correct me if I'm wrong. But Josh, active, grabbing all the rebounds. The game ball goes to Josh, Deion, and Reese. Like they won the game for us, and that type of defensive effort, and coming back and crashing and rotating again. We switch, so we gotta hustle and move on defense, and we was locked in. Shout out to Coach Pat, man. I'm extremely happy for the performance that we put on, man, and we move on. Like we move on, man, and I'm thankful You know, I'm extremely thankful for my teammates, man. Like, you know, these guys locked in on defense. You know, we could talk to each other. Nobody complains about minutes or time, no egos, none of that. Like we legit really rock with each other. And I just think like that goes a long way into helping win basketball games. So I'm happy that we got the win, and we look forward to moving on. Damo, did you have any more thoughts on that game? Anything you saw defensively from a schematic perspective as the defensive guy on the pod?
Nah, man. Shout out to Dion, man. Sometimes you just got to do what he did, man. Sometimes you just got to tell yourself, hey, man, this guy's hot. You know, if I'm the best defender or one of the best defenders, I gotta go take on the assignment, man. Sometimes you just got to do that, man. And he did that, bro. So
that was an outstanding performance, man, and he was hype. Like he was really hype,
as he should have been, man.
He was hype. Like
he did a great job on what, second leading scorer in the league. So,
yeah. He was hype. He was ready. So shout out to my team, man. We was missing Ryan. We should get him back this week. That'll be, you know, a big addition.
Y'all play mentality, right?
I believe we do. So, you know, we're gonna need all hands on deck.
Yeah, stats. Go get these niggas stats. Go get them stats.
I'm really looking forward to that game. My guys ready, man. We ready. From myself to Jalen to Ryan to Bat, Dion, Kennard, Reese, Josh. We ready. So Jeff, I want to shout out Jeff too, man. Jeff's a really calming presence for us. You know, when things get kind of tight, like he's just real laid back and calm, and he steadies us, man. So shout out to Jeff for that, man. You know, Bad News Bullies move on, and it was a pleasure playing against my guys, man.
You know what? Since I ain't playing no more, I might go ahead and put the zebras on and get out there and get my whistle.
No, God.
Referee the game.
And on that note, now this is what everybody's been waiting for. The end of season awards for the Brotherhood Hoop League. Now, mind you, we got regular season awards and we got playoff awards. So these awards just factor in the regular season, okay? So y'all make sure you tag everybody, bring everybody to the Number Streets podcast. Tell them come on, because we getting ready to take playoff awards too. I am getting ready to announce these awards. Okay. No, we ain't acting different, man. But what we trying to do, honestly, we're really trying to, because the NBA kind of gets it messed up. And it's a lot of negative discourse around guys getting regular season awards that they deserve, but conflating that with the playoffs. So we're just trying to do something a little bit different. Where y'all want to start? 6-man Coach of the Year? Which one?
We'll do Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year? All right. So the Coach of the Year for the first ever Coach of the Year in Brotherhood Hoop League history. It was actually a very, very tight race. Very, very tight race. Let me make sure. Okay, I got it. It's a very, very tight race. And there was a few deserving coaches. We appreciate all the coaches taking the time out of their day to do this with us, man. We really appreciate it. But the Coach of the Year for the first ever Coach of the Year for the Brotherhood Hoop League is Miss Latasia Robinson of Team Elite. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to Team Elite for getting the first Coach of the Year. Damo, Mike, did y'all have any thoughts?
Hey man, I thought I thought she was very deserving of that.
And if somebody can tag Coach Tay, that'd be great. You know, if she got something to say, we'll bring her on, have her something to say. But
I thought she was very deserving of that. For her performance throughout the year, and right up until, for me, what gave her the edge was the one-on-one matchup between her, between her and Pat. Obviously, they won that game. I thought she came with the game plan. Late game execution was good on her part as well, in terms of making sure everybody was doing what they're supposed to do. So I think that that game was going to be the deciding factor for me. I didn't get a vote, but I'm just for me, my personal. I thought that's what gave her the edge. So, congrats, Coach. That's history, man.
Mike.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Tay. Deserving. I have to disagree with my brother. I just think that, in terms of the last game, and again, I don't take no shot at Coach Tay nothing, but I just think the last game between the number one and the number two, I think the mentality lost the elite. It's a good loss. It wasn't a blowout. The game was decided by 2 or 3 points. It's a good loss, right? If that's such a thing. And then you look at the loss that Elite had against Bloodline. That's a bad loss. And granted, Coach Well, I just think Dave, my pick was Dave. I just think Dave, for what Dave has done for that team, all their games are blowouts, maybe except for one. And that was against Stats. So, I mean, no, like I said, no disrespect to Coach Tay. I think she had those guys ready. They played. Shout out to her. But I'm just giving my, just being candid and full transparency. They both are deserving. I just don't think. Again, a case of recency bias. In terms of what was done the last week of the regular season, because I think everyone had Dave winning, except for Team Elite. Everybody had Dave winning. Hey, listen, Barry. Let's be honest, Barry. And again, Barry spoke to what I was saying, and Barry, you're a basketball player, you're a hooper. Y'all lost the Bloodline, which is a bad loss at the time. And
no, it's not. Wait.
Let me finish.
But I can't let you. But
at least let me explain it.
Okay, how's it a bad loss?
So if you look at where Bloodline was ranked, so again at the time, no, but we in its totality, look where Bloodline is ranked, and where they're ranked at does matter at the end of the season. So considering it is a bad loss, we're talking about elite versus mentality. That's a good loss. That's a number one versus number two team at the time. So again, if you look back at the beginning of the season, that is a bad loss. Now again, no, nothing against Coach Tay. I'm just stating that before the elite and mentality game, everyone had Coach Dave winning Coach of the Year, and if people are saying they didn't, they're lying. Because we have conversations, we talk. They're lying. That's all I'm stating. But again, if you want to hammer it down to the end of the regular season game, shout out to Team Elite, shout out to Coach Tay, because she did play a beautiful game plan. No doubt about it. But I don't think you should be able to lose Coach of the Year or any award based on 1 week. Just my opinion.
Okay, so let me chime in on that, Stats.
Go right ahead.
Before you go. I think it's disingenuous to say that the loss to Bloodline is a bad loss. For one, it was the first game of the season, so teams are still gelling. And for two, there was a point in time where Bloodline was ranked as one of the best teams in the league. They were one of the undefeated teams in the league for like 3 straight weeks, bro.
But where did they end up, Damo? That's what I stated.
They dropped off after what? When they went to Houston, that's when they really.
What the fuck I'm saying? But
I
where
mean,
did they end up at?
Put
Where
in
did they
context
end up?
on what really happened, guys. We can't act like Bloodline was just some bum
I'm not
ass
saying
team.
it, but where you end up matters, though, Damo.
Good team,
But
bro.
again, but where you end up matters, because if you, it's just like we do a
And they
preview, right?
still ended as like the 3 seed, bro.
But it's still a bad loss. So hold on. So what is a worse loss? Losing to Elite or losing the Bloodline?
Obviously, if you're the best 2 teams in the league,
That's the point that I'm saying.
you said, but that's not what you said, Mike. You said
That's a
bad loss, bro.
what is Bloodline's record? What's their record?
What?
They were 4-2.
4-2.
What are their record now? What's their record? They lost
Well, we talking about regular season.
I
bro.
mean, but that right, we
regular
conflated.
season.
Right, they were 4-2. They were 4-2.
So let's be honest. Can we have an honest conversation? Let's be honest.
Okay.
And I know, Damo, you're honest. You know, sometimes you're too damn honest, but we're honest. Before the Elite and Mentality game, that everyone had Coach Dave winning it.
Sure, I didn't say that he wasn't. I had Pap at 1 point too. I'm not saying that he
At
wasn't.
1 point, that's 1 point. It was a week ago. Like,
No,
what are we
it wasn't a
doing?
week ago, it was 2 weeks ago.
No, they just played. Was it 2 weeks? Okay, whatever. It was last week. They just lost to Elite last week.
Last week was the playoff, Mike.
No.
This
Was
is a
it?
new
No, this is the first week of the playoffs. I'm talking about, but before Sunday, last week, we had Coach Dave winning it. And what you just stated was, based on that one game, did it for you.
Bro.
I just feel like that's irresponsible.
She was second at
I'm not disputing that, but again, if you're saying in the one game scenario, Coach Tay won and she beat the number 1 team, I get it. But you just stated that one game seals your deal when Dave was a clear-cut unanimous Coach of the Year from game one on.
I don't think we
to
said
the Elite game.
It wasn't unanimous. He was in the lead.
How?
It's not unanimous, bro.
Okay, I think we're not being fully honest, because we've had these conversations. Everybody, not just us, everybody's had these conversations.
Bro, but B saying he's Coach of the Year doesn't mean he's unanimous Coach of the Year, bro.
Okay.
Like, okay,
That's fair. That's fair.
Let me put it like this: if we go head to head, if me and this guy are up for the running of Coach of the Year, and we go up against each other, and I quote unquote out coach you, and we win, my team wins the game. I mean, bro. Now I now have the number 1 team in the league. What? How is that? I don't see how that's just like.
But every game
that goes for her to win it, bro. Like,
I'm only going about what you. But I'm only going about what you stated. Your mind was swayed and changed based on one game. When prior to that, every game that Mentality played was a damn blowout.
So are
Elite has won, but they all they wins was in blowouts.
So that brings it even more point.
But we knew.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you're winning all blowouts and then you get into a close game and you get out coached in that game and you don't pull it out. So what does that say?
But we knew Elite was a good team. But can one argue? And tell you, if you listening, no shot at you. But can we be honest? If we see Elite as being this great team, can we say they was really, really underwhelming in their games if they're this great team? All their games, them winning by close games, it could have been either Coach Tay that have them ready to come to play.
How many of their games were really that
They haven't had many blowouts at all.
How many of them were that close?
I have the stats. You got the stats.
I don't know. They beat us by 15. So
Right,
I'm playing.
They didn't beat that by 15.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Who you talking about? Elite?
Yes.
So and Mentality, y'all want to beat Mentality, right? And that's
we lost by 6. I think. Look, Coach Tay is deserving.
Yes,
again,
absolutely.
If anybody could tag her again, like, we love to hear from her. I'm not going to, go into, because I don't want to argue because she won the award.
We're not arguing. We have to be honest and be analytical too. And we have to give our thoughts.
No, I just don't like how it's almost like you're saying information can't change, Mike.
But you're saying information changed based on one game, Damo.
Basically, what you're saying is if you felt this way last week, then you certainly can't feel this way
For
this week.
one game, Damo? This is what you're stating. That's what I'm missing. One game.
But I don't understand how if last week Pat was in the lead and this next week he loses the lead. That's how this shit works, bro.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's how it works, bro. That's a case of recency bias. That's not how it works, bro.
That's how it works, bro.
Okay.
We've seen that happen, man. We've seen guys lose awards because they had a bad showing,
a bad week, one game.
This is the game that we play, bro. This is
why I get it.
Especially if it was a close race. I can see if Elite was like 3-2 or some shit like that.
So what we're saying, the Coach K and Coach Dave was close prior to their meeting. It was close.
I gave Pat the edge, but I'm not. It wasn't Pat here, Tay here. Like it wasn't a huge gap, bro.
Maybe not.
I said that he was winning. He was winning.
Okay. So that game decided it for you.
For me, that's what decided it, man.
Okay.
I gotta be honest, bro.
Okay.
And it wasn't about them just winning. It was the scheme.
The scheme she came with was brilliant.
Did in the closeout in the late game.
And to be fair, I didn't really see the game because I had to go back and look at it because we were in crisis.
And I honestly think because you didn't see the game, I think that's why you feel the way you feel.
No, that's not it. That's not it because I seen the game plan late in moments, and I went back and looked at some of it, and again, and a lot of it too. I rely on y'all guys too. I rely on your information too as well. So I'm not stating that or whatever. But I was in cry. I should have got Coach of the Year for the shit I went through.
Okay. And on that note, we are moving on because we are absolutely not. We're not doing that. We're not doing that again. If somebody can tag Tay and bring her on, like we'd love to hear from her. Congratulations to her again. Sixth man of the year. Sixth man of the year.
Houston, man. Houston was working.
Houston.
I hope you got a nice Trill burger.
Yeah, right. Trill burger. Right. Houston hangover.
MVP burger.
Houston hangover.
A nice vegan Trill burger.
Right. Tell you, you're right.
Cheeseburger.
Sixth man of the year, man. This one was pretty easy for the voters. He came off the bench and gave his team a spark every game, and his defense was actually he had very good perimeter defense. I want to say congratulations to Mr. Terrell Pollard on winning Sixth Man of the Year. First ever sixth man in Brotherhood Hoop League history. Pollard, you and I have had discussions, and I told you my opinion of what I thought, and you went out and did it, man. You get all the credit, brother. You get all the credit. You put in work in your game, and most importantly, you adapted to what your team needed. We know what you can bring to a team, and you brought it to a team. You brought it to mentality, but this was well deserved, man. I got nothing but kind words for you, man. Thank you for being in the lead. If you're watching, if you'd like to come on and say some words, man, we'd love to have you. I'll send you the link. Somebody could tag them. I might have tagged them already. I don't know. But congratulations, Pollard, on winning the first Brotherhood Hoop League Sixth Man of the Year award. Mike Damo, go ahead and give y'all thoughts.
Pollard, man, congratulations, bro. I think you were deserving of that role. I think you adapted in that role. I think he overcame some adversity early in the season. Where let's be honest, he didn't think he I don't want to put the business out, but I don't really think it's a secret. But he didn't think he fit on that team, and he found a way. He battled through that mentally. He found a way to make it work, and that shit paid off, bro. And I'm proud of him for sticking with it, and doing what he did. And now look, bro, he's the sixth man of the year. So congratulations to him, man. I'm glad he stuck it out with him. So hey, congrats, bro. You deserve it.
Biggest thing I like to see, before you go, Mike, Triggs in the comments. What's up, Trig? I love to see the teammates and everybody showing them love. Like Barry, Ned, Knight was showing Coach Tay love. His teammate Trig is in the comments giving him love. I love it, man. That's what brotherhood's about. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need security to the next week's game. Oh, Hollywood's going at Coach T. No, I'm gonna need security probably next week. Let's not do that. But yeah, Pollard for me, man. 6 man, no debate. I want to know what's that you on? Yeah, I want to. Who that right there?
That's E. That she runs the clock.
Ebony.
What's correct? EU. Oh no. Okay. So here's the thing with Pollard, man. I would love this. I would love to see the voting scale on this. I would love to see the voting scale on this because it should have been unanimous, 90-0.
It should have been unanimous, bro.
It should have been 90-0. I would love to see This is.
Mike, hold on 1 second.
Go ahead.
I just want to say some of y'all are fucking sick, man. Some of y'all are sick, bro. Some of y'all with these votes are fucking sick. It should have been unanimous, bro.
Right. So I'm gonna say this. The Coach T and the Dave thing. Okay, I can concede that, but the Pollard vote, it should have been. I haven't seen the tally, and I want to see the tally. But if it's not unanimous, I'm calling rig. Absolutely. Without a doubt, Pollard was a clear-cut, unanimous 6-man award winner. No doubt about it.
Close.
They shouldn't even put their damn ballots in. Just give it to them. Just give it to them.
Well,
I'm being honest.
I'm gonna say this, Mike.
I feel like I take the heat.
Pollard, brother. Hey, if you want to come on and give like a little acceptance speech.
Yeah, hold on, Stats.
Hold up, Mike. The man who won the award is in the comments. Let him come on.
Well, send the link.
He got to say you want to come on, Pollard. If you want to come on, I'll send you the link, man. We'd be happy to have you. Go ahead, Mike.
I feel like I take a lot of the heat for the number street shit because I say shit and I say and I stand.
No. You don't take the heat. I take the heat.
No, what I'm saying is.
All right, Pollard. I'm about to send it to you.
What I'm saying, Damo, for my comments. No, I get you. I get you, Damo. You know we talk all the time. For the comments that I make, like the one I'm making now, Pollard, out of all these votings, again, and there's another person that should be unanimous too. It shouldn't be no fucking debate. But see, again, we get into this crazy stuff. Pollard, clear, unanimous, 6-man award winner. Ain't no damn debate. And I ain't seen the votes. If I don't see Pollard, this shit rigged. There ain't no way. But I'm done with it. All
right, Pollard. Pollard, check your inbox. I'm gonna just say Pollard was my vote. I mean, there were other good six man candidates too. Josh Murdoch was a candidate for me personly. Jeff on my team, Reese on my team. We can't vote for our own team. Yeah, we can't vote for our own team. Jazzy was a good choice too for 6-man. There's a lot of good players that that come off the bench. Some that I'm naming. Please excuse me if I don't name everybody. But it's a lot of good candidates. But Pollard for me, it was my vote. I sent him the link. So hopefully he can come on, give his acceptance speech There you go. I'm about to bring him on right now. First sixth man of the year in Brotherhood Hoop League history, Mr. Terrell Pollard.
What's the word, fellas? What's the word?
What up? What up? What up, bro?
I appreciate y'all, man. I ain't even gonna lie. To be honest, I was shooting for this shit all year.
That's what I'm talking
I ain't
about.
even gonna lie to you. I
Hey,
knew
bro.
everybody knew I was starting 5, so I said the best I can do is go for 6 man of the year.
But
That's
hey,
the best I
man,
can do.
well deserved, man. I think, in my opinion, man, we're gonna have the tally for the votes probably sometime this week, man. Me and Damo think it should be unanimous, and bro, do you think you were the clear cut winner, like part 6 man? Like you being a winner, was there anybody else that you could say, okay, they had a shot?
I
Like
ain't gonna lie. It was a couple. Murdoch could have got
Murdoch, okay, Murdoch,
it. Murdoch. And to be honest, every other team was like, they were so well balanced, to be honest. Like, I don't even think they really had that player to come off the bench, because
right.
we always had 8 or 9 players. So it's like, who really,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
What was your mindset coming off the bench? 'Cause I know you had some trepidation like early on the season.
Trust
You
me,
didn't really
bro.
know if you fit, but like, what did you like? How did you get locked in and say, okay, fuck it, I'm here. I'm on mentality. Whether I get 9 minutes or 8 minutes or 20 minutes, like, how did you get into that mindset and say, hey, yo, this is 6 man, I'm going to embrace it? Like,
I'm just trying to hoop, bro. At one point at time, I was just like, man, I'm just trying to hoop. Whatever they need me to do, I don't even care. I go out here and get ran over, bro. I'm just trying to hoop.
Right. But yeah, man, it's a well-deserved award, man. Like I said, the first 6 man of the year in the Brotherhood Hoop League, man, it's well-deserved, bro. Like I said, man, like, you'll get my vote 10 times over, bro. Like, you played exceptional all year. And actually, you could be a starter too, bro. So, well-deserved, bro. I don't know if Damo Stature got something to say, but well-deserved, bro.
Appreciate you.
I just want to say congratulations. You and I had conversations that will remain private during the season, but I told you I was a fan of your game, and I think that you got the ability to show different aspects of your game that people didn't know that you had. And it culminated in this award, man. I had nothing but love for me, man. Congratulations, for real.
Respect. Hey, Damo, I'm coming for you, bro. You got that number 1 pick, man. I'm still coming for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm out the lead. It's over with. It's over with for me. I'm done. Y'all already put me out my misery. You kicked on me, beat me, stomped me, dragged me. I'm done, man.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Mike had a target on your back the whole season with that number 1 pick.
I'm done, man.
He had a target on your back the whole season, bro.
I'm done.
Thank you.
Jesus. I didn't pick myself, guys. I did not pick myself.
But Paula, I think the thing that people miss is, yeah, I voted Damo number 1, but I put Damo number 1 in my draft. But here's the thing: I never stated or ever said that Damo was better than those MVP guys. I said Damo. I said Damo was number 1 for me because of his defense, and I've consistently said that. Now I think people have an issue with it because they feel like they're better than Damo, and you might be, but this is my pick. And I think people need to come at me and say, "Oh, how are you tripping?" Well, let me trip. Don't take out on Damo. Damo's just a player. You see what I'm saying?
But y'all playing for the same team, so they coming at both of y'all.
Yeah. I get it.
Really coming for me.
Pollard, we appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
We got to get to the rest of the awards, man. Again,
hey, congrats, bro.
From the Number Streets Podcast and Brotherhood Hoop League, Mr. Terrell Pollard, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for taking the time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man.
No question. Y'all ready for the all defensive and the DPOY?
Not really, but go ahead.
Let's do
it. Yeah.
Go ahead. Not really, but go ahead.
I know. So the way that I'm gonna announce it to everybody, again, tag everybody, tell everybody come watch these awards, man. Subscribe to the Number Streets Podcast if you haven't on YouTube. Click on that link. We appreciate it. Y'all share this so everybody can see it. All right. I'm gonna start from third team and work my way up to first team.
Why don't you just do all the awards first and then go back and do the brotherhood teams?
Huh?
Why don't you just do the awards first and then do all the brotherhood teams after?
I can't hear you.
You said do all the awards first?
Do all the awards first. We just did 6 Man of the Year. We did Coach of the Year. Do Defensive Player of the Year. Do MVP, and then we'll do the brotherhood.
Then do the team. Then do the teams. I agree with that. Then do the teams.
All right. So what we doing? DPOY now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, this person who was the Defensive Player of the Year, he has a reputation around the league as a person that you do not want to try. And oftentimes when you try him, there are a lot of missed shots, a lot of forced turnovers. He's a great individual defender. He's a great team defender. He communicates. He's quick. He's strong. He's fast. The first Defensive Player of the Year for the Brotherhood Hoop League. Hold on, I gotta make sure I get this banner. I gotta give the same respect that I gave to everybody else. The first Defensive Player of the Year in Brotherhood Hoop League history, Mr. Justin Ned. Again, Ned's different on defense. I've told him that. Everybody can see that. It's not a lot else to add to that. He's deserving. He was in the comments already. So Ned, if you want to come up here and say something, I'll send you the link.
I already sent it to him.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, Ned, when you're ready, click on the link. Mike, Damo, y'all can give y'all thoughts. Congratulations, Ned, man. Well deserved.
Hey, man. Ned, you already know what it is, bro. Hey, this guy, y'all, this is who he been. That's for as long as I've known him, bro. So he's completely deserving of the award. That's what he do, man. This defense shit, that's what he do, bro. So
yeah, man. I've been on Ned for a while, man. I've always said Ned is an outstanding defender. I actually voted Ned.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna be Ernie Johnson right now. Just real quick. He's here. Want to bring on the first Defensive Player of the Year in Brotherhood Hoop League history, Mr. Justin Ned.
Fellas, what's the word?
What up, bro? What up, Ned? Hey, Ned, man. You're my guy, man. Congrats, man, on the award, man. Is well deserved, man. And I think that you've always hung your head on defense. And I do want to ask you a question though, man, because like your defense is very impactful. It really is very, very impactful. And you have the Deion Sanders effect. You could take a guy away and you're not hear from that guy for the rest of the game. How do you get so locked in on defense? And then where does that come from? How did that start? Because a lot of guys, let's be honest, we're in an era where we want to shoot the ball and dribble and all that. Where did that come from, playing defense?
Well, I mean, since I was a kid, like I'd never been able to shoot. Like nobody ever taught me to shoot. So I had to, but I love basketball. So
Right.
I got to find other ways to like impact the game. And I always could hang my hat on defense. Like I'm not about to get killed. Like I'm not about to sit here and let you kill me. So if I
Right.
can sit here and lock somebody up, shoot, I figure somebody gonna notice me. But for real, when I got older, like when I got to high school, like when I got to Bethel, it was like the Wusu brothers. They like this is like they lock up. Like that's what they known for. They got articles and shit like that. And Josh had died, so like really motivated me was y'all speaking on defense. Like y'all was giving awards. Like all whatever y'all doing is great. Like it's
Appreciate it.
like this is amazing for real. Like it's really a lot that y'all don't even see. Like that's underground that people talk about. So I figured y'all was doing defense play. I'm like, yo, this gonna be the one. I'm gonna get this for my boy Wusu because he died.
Right.
Josh, he died.
Right.
So I mean, it was like I just hung my head. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna lock in right quick. Like really try to go for this, make an impact, get the energy going. And like for real, it's really the team. Like playing with these guys is like kind of new. Like some of them I never played with before. So it's like you gotta gel with them. So it's like the first week is kind of hard, but when we sat there and talked. Like, we can communicate. I can communicate with him. Like, tell him like, yo, I'm going over the screen. I'm fighting through this. Like, let me blitz this screen. Let's do this. Let's do that. If we want to go zone, we could do that and just bang in. So I mean, it's a team award for real. But I appreciate it for real.
Stats, you got something there, Damo?
I mean, I just congratulations, man. I think it's dope that you are dedicated to your guy, though. I think that's really
Absolutely.
dope. I've had conversations with you about defense. I've told you that for a non-pro, like, you have GOAT level lateral quickness.
Yeah, I
We
appreciate
do.
And it requires someone with a tremendous handle to get around you. But I've also told you when I first played with you in Northampton, like, you made rotations as a guard that I honestly didn't expect you to make. I told you that, and I told you was different then. So, like, that's translated over to a more competitive environment and a more competitive league, and it's well deserved, man. It's well deserved, man. You deserve it. And I'm happy for you. I really am. Congratulations.
I definitely appreciate that.
So Ned, being that you're a great defender, I see you all over play defense, man. You're like one of the best. But if you're so good, man, can you teach a brother like me at my advanced age of 40 to be a great defender? Can you? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you got to come sign up for the one-on-one training, man. I got you, man. I
mean,
you.
But no, can I be like you or Damo? Can I be?
Oh no, bro, shoot, we both elite defenders to me in my eyes.
But what I'm saying is, can I be on Brotherhood first team next year?
Oh
no,
no,
get me to that level.
If you don't play, you can't be. I don't. You like to be on the sideline coaching too much.
But
man.
no, if you train me,
you don't want to show no. You don't want to show nobody what you're doing at Aberdeen on Sundays. It's cool. I see what you're doing. You want to get in coaching mode. It's okay. It's easier, less stress. I know how that feels.
It is, man. It is.
Hey, I know how that feels, man. It's all good.
Hey, congrats though, Ned. Congrats.
Damo, did you have anything for Ned?
Nah, I mean, look, bro. I'm glad you won it. Like I said, I've been knowing Ned since like 7th grade, bro. Like, we played on the same AAU team together. So I've been in the trenches with Ned. I done matched up against Ned in high school. Like I always say, like, he is, for me, the toughest matchup for me in terms of him, like, knowing my game and just his defense. I already know, like, every time I see him, it's gonna be.
And that's what I appreciate about everybody, because they, like, when people say they like Jason Dietrich, he came up to me the other day, and I ain't never talked to him throughout the whole year, but he came up like, yo, I love your defense and stuff like that. Like, I just appreciate. I feel grateful that people can, like, notice anything but other than offense. Like, you don't got to fill up the box score, but if I'm winning games and I can take your best player out of the game or make it hard for him, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make it hard for him. People, we great players, bro. Like the game against Trey, that probably never happened again. He just missed shots that game. But, like, if I can make it hard for somebody, that's what I want. I just want my respect on the court. So.
Well, you definitely got it, man. You definitely got it.
You definitely got it now. If you didn't have it before, first Brotherhood Hoop League Defensive Player of the Year. Congratulations, Justin. Ned, thanks for taking the time, man. We appreciate it.
Hey, one more thing before I gotta go.
Yes,
sir. Coach Tate was well deserved for that Coach of the Year, by the way, Mike. Forget what you're talking about.
Listen.
Hey, well deserved. You get grown men to bang how she did.
Yeah,
bang the way we did. I'm telling you, we came a long way.
Okay. Hey,
well deserved, man. Number one seed. That's what we do with the MVP, right? Or it should be the number one seed. Play on the team.
Well, we about to get to it.
Should be the MVP.
We about to, yeah.
Oh, brother.
Appreciate you, Ned, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Ned.
I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, bro.
All right.
Yeah, that was well deserved, man.
Yes, sir.
Well deserved, and he's dedicated to his guy, man, that passed away, man. So that's awesome, man.
Yep.
Those two dudes that he's talking about, and also the one that passed, those dudes were their brothers. They were elite defenders. Elite.
There you go.
One of them's in the NFL, by the way.
So you do understand what Ned said. He can give me a play defense like him. So
no, I don't think no. No.
Okay.
That's done. Are we doing MVP now, or we doing a
MVP?
MVP. All right, MVP. Now, this argument has been interesting all season
I
because
don't know why, but go ahead.
well, at least let okay, fine. But this argument has been interesting all season because within MVP is valuable, and everybody views value differently, right? And some people value team wins, some people value numbers, some people value impact. This person for me has been the most valuable and the best player all season. Quite a few people agree. Excuse me. The MVP, the first ever MVP of the Brotherhood Hoop League, Mr. Jason Dietrich.
If he's watching, yo, get on here, bro.
Yeah, Jason, if you're watching, I could send you the link.
In the comments, bro, so we can get you.
Yeah, just so we know you're watching. Jason is by far the best scorer in the league. Believe he was averaging 27 at the end of the season. And he scores down low, gets to the free throw line.
That was a slight to Jason.
What do you mean?
You say he's the best scorer in the league. Jason's the best player in the league.
Well, I'm just going over his MVP case. But yes, obviously I voted for him for MVP. So I agree. You just want people to say things the way that you do.
No, words matter. Words matter.
I agree, but everybody's not gonna have the same diction as you.
If you say you have the nerve to talk, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Jason is well deserved, man. Good guy too. Again, thank you to all the award winners and thank you to Jason for being a part of the league, man. Again, if you're watching, just let me know. I'll send you the link. You can come up here and get your thoughts. Led Team Flick to playoff victory. So again, congratulations, Mike, Damo. Y'all thoughts?
I'll go Damo, if you don't mind, sir.
Go ahead, man.
Shout out to Dietrich, man. Good brother, by the way, too, man. I'm gonna say this, man. Listen, he's 43 years old. He's our MVP. Just think about that for a second. Next year, I don't even know if Jason should even play with us no more. I really don't even know he should play with us. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if he should really play with us. 43 years old, and he averaged what? Did he average 30?
It was 20, either 26 or 27.
Yeah, and that dipped from the 29.5, I believe, or 30, because I think that the game against us, he was well on his way, and when our game got stopped. You know what I'm saying? So think about that for a second. Yeah, man, he's well deserved, man, and I think, in my opinion, I think that for what he's done, has been nothing short of remarkable, to be truthfully honest with you. And I just think that that's another case where that vote should have been unanimous as well. I haven't seen the votes, the tallies, but I think if we're truthfully being honest, that's unanimous MVP. Early on, there was some noise about, well, they got the wins. Well, they got the wins. They got the wins. And I don't think there's a player in the league that can stop him. I don't think there's a player in the league that's better than he is. And I'm saying that because, I love Barry's game. I love Barry's game. I love Tay's game. But Jason's it for me, man. We need to get a move on next year. And you guys better sign a petition about not letting them play.
What?
Because look, sign a petition about not letting them play. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I mean, listen. He's the best player that we've seen, man. No doubt about that. No doubt about it, man. I think we all have to be honest, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just. And he hasn't had a game where he's been the first game he only had 18. He hasn't had a game this year below 20 points. So, you know, you don't remember a game where he just to play bad. We ain't saying that yet.
Damo.
Hey man, he deserves it, bro.
Look, that's all you can say. He deserves it. That's all you can say.
I mean, like that
Oh, you
shit's
can
pretty
say-
so. Man.
Hey, what you want to do?
You know, you can't. The argument can't be about wins anymore. I think
What them comments looking like?
his team now has what 4 wins or 3 wins. They finished with 3-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, you got wins, you got numbers. Hey man, MVP, bro.
MVP.
27 a game. I don't know what the rebounds and assists were, but 27 is 27, man. So
One game he had 24 out of the 28 points in the first half.
yeah, I mean that's congratulations to him, man. He deserved it.
And he's shooting it with a high efficiency.
Congratulations, Jason.
Say with a
Now-
smile on your face, stats.
Huh?
Say with a smile on your face, brother.
I didn't say congratulations like 4 times.
Oh, okay.
You really got to stop wanting everybody to talk like how you talk. You got to stop.
I'm just saying, bro. But go ahead.
All right. So just real quick, we're gonna go through the all defensive team and the all brotherhood team. I'm gonna kind of rattle these off. I'm gonna start with the third team. Third team. This is all defense now. Third team all defense. Aaron Elder, AJ Hamilton, John Allman, actually Jason Dietrich, and Dontrell Jones. Congratulations, gentlemen. Well deserved. Any thoughts?
No, let's get to the second team.
Okay. Second team, Dominique Carter, Jermaine Dietrich.
I don't ever say my government name again on this.
Well, everybody knows it.
I don't have to do that.
Melvin Horn, Lou Radford, and this one means the most to me because he's on my team, Mr. Kennard Ricks. Congratulations, gentlemen. Congratulations, gentlemen. Well deserved. Thoughts?
This guy really said my government name.
Hey, listen, man. I'm not gonna give my thoughts.
Yo,
I'm not gonna do it. Let's get to the first team. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Well, you already dumped on the first coach of the year ever. Why stop now? Why stop now?
say what you gotta say, bro. Say it.
I mean,
Let's
cause
go,
look, you already picked up her award and threw it in the garbage. Just
I didn't. That's not what I was doing. I was just
yes, you did. You literally sat here and litigated her award. She already won.
I was responding to what Damo said. Me and Damo was having a nice professional back and forth. That's all it was.
Honesty is key, Mike. Say what you gotta say, bro.
Well, let's get to the first team first. Then I may unleash. Go ahead.
Again, before we do the first team, shout out to Kennard, Bad News Bullies. Shout out to everybody, but special shout out to Kennard.
Mm-hmm.
First team, D Knight, myself, Curtis Coombs, Andre McGlone, and the defensive player of the year, Justin Ned. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Congrats, fellas.
Go ahead, get your thoughts.
So, Damo's not on the first team. Kennard's not on the first team. Robbery. Kennard should be on the first team. Damo should be on the first team. So, I'm not saying who should be off the first team, but those two should be on the first team. And I just think that when, again, names matter, name recognition. When your name is popular, it moves the needle. And I think that, and also if you don't win, well, as Team Sky didn't win, but if you look at the tape and you watch how Damo, you watch how Kennard, they guard the hardest player. And, the most impactful offensive player, and they do their job. And I just think that there's a lot of hustling and bustling and a lot of politics into the voting aspect of it, because there's no possible way that no one can say that Kennard and Damo are not first team. There's no possible way. No possible way. However, congrats to the people on the first team. Congrats to them. But I just think that, you know, I don't know. That first team is don't get me wrong. The first team is a great team, but is there anybody truly better than Kennard on that first team? Stats, you yourself said religiously that Kennard was your best defender.
I love him. I love him. So like I've repeatedly said.
So my thing is, and what Kennard does defensively, I urge anyone to watch the tape. Damo. I've been singing Damo praises, and so has everyone else. But I think there's politics involved. But again, it is what it is. And Damo's my guy. I love him to death. But he should be on the first team as well. Simple as that. And again, shout out to the first team. I have no issue with Ned. I have no issue with Kurt. Kurt is absolutely outstanding defensively, and I've always said that. I've been saying it for years. Ned, lock. Knight elevated himself. Great. All I'm saying is that we probably didn't get this right. And that's okay. That's okay. You know, but I'm just giving my honest assessment. Damo, if I may ask, do you think you should have been on the first team?
That's up to the voters, man. But
we being PC, are we?
I mean, if I had to, I mean, if I look back at the tape, I mean, if you look at, you know, what I've done as far as what I was asked to do, I don't know that anybody on that list had to do what I had to do. So,
Stats.
Yeah, I think so. I think easily I should have been on the first team.
Stats. You think Damo should have made first team? And Kennard?
Yes, I think they played at that level of defense this season. Yes, I do.
So you think they both? So who'd you take off?
I said I played at that level. You know, awards not really my thing, and I've been consistent with that. But yes,
right.
They played.
But who would you take off?
No. You're not. No, you're not paying me. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nice try though. Nice try. You're absolutely not paying me. No, I might have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. Nice try.
Okay.
Because what you essentially said was that I shouldn't be on the first team. Go ahead, tell everybody.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it.
But listen. You know.
No. Since we're asking people, go ahead, say it. I'm not.
Okay. So here's I don't want to see Coach Teague or Artie gonna be mad at me. I don't want nobody else mad at me. All I'm saying is that Damo Kennard should be on that first team defense. Take out whoever you want. And I said Kurt should be on that first team, and also said Ned should be on the first team. And you know how I feel about Knight. So take what you want from that.
No, I don't care. I'm not offended.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If it were up to me, Kurt, Ned, Kennard, Damo, Knight.
I'm cool with that.
That's a great first team. Trig is well deserved too, though. Trig is well deserved, but that's again that first team is that those five on that team. Good luck scoring on that group.
Did John make a team?
Third.
He made third.
I thought. I think. Man, I'm sorry, John.
And I would love to see how the votes were tallied up.
Oh no, we're absolutely not showing you that. Absolutely not. No. But again, cause Mike, you can't listen. you're gonna come up here and you're just gonna spill the tea. And there's certain things that need to be not spilled, and you don't know how to do that.
I'm just fighting for my guy. That's all. I'm just fighting for my guy. Fighting for Kennard. That's all. Fighting
Okay.
for Kennard and Damo.
Congrats to all the people who
Yeah.
were
Congratulations to y'all.
Congrats, yo.
first, second, and third team. Well deserved.
Absolutely.
Even if Mike, who doesn't play any defense, doesn't think so. So
Well, they're gonna get me right next year. So
no, he's not. No, you need a personal trainer before you can go see Ned.
Maybe.
So Ned, if Ned does personal training, then maybe he can help with
No,
that.
I might be the first 250-pounder to play defense and do my slides on defense.
No, okay. All right. All brotherhood team.
13.
Let me make sure that I get this right, because yeah. I'm gonna start with the third team. I hope I get this right, because if I say it wrong on air, I'm gonna look really crazy. Third team. Damo. See, I didn't say your whole name that time. Damo, Ham, Kurt, Jalen Wright, Xavier Randall.
Lord, I don't want to go through this. Go ahead.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Go ahead and say what you got to say, man.
I want to hear the rest of the team. I mean, y'all want me to be honest. But I just go through the second team.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Second team. DJ, myself, D Knight, John, and Melvin. Now you want me to go through the first team?
Go through the first team.
All right. First team is Tay, Trig, Lou, Barry, and Jason.
Oh, just one more time?
Bro, you be so mad you don't even be listening.
No, I'm mad, but go ahead.
You are mad.
I'm not
Tay,
mad.
Trig, Lou, Barry, and Jason.
I'm not
I was
mad.
about to say, can I clap now for the
Yeah,
before you
yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the first team.
gentlemen, congrats.
So
What are you mad at?
do me a favor, Stats, please. Can you please go over that second team one more time? Please. Please.
DJ, myself, Knight, John, and Melvin.
Go over the third team.
X, Jalen, Kurt, Ham, Damo.
Ham and X should be on that second team. Ain't no doubt about it. No doubt about it. They should be on that second team.
Over who?
Hey, man, listen. If
Who's on the second team? Who's on the second team again?
say it again, Stats.
DJ,
Okay.
myself, Knight, John, Melvin.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, it really isn't. It really isn't.
That's tough. Because you said Stats, Melvin, Knight, John, and who else? Who else?
Yeah, Booty.
I said
Yeah.
Melvin.
Oh, you said Melvin. Did you say John?
I said Stats, Knight, John, Melvin,
DJ.
DJ.
Again, to for an honest just assessment of what it is, right? Ham and X should be on the second team, especially X. Ham consistently all year has played absolutely fucking fantastic all year. He's been the best player for Jelly all year. And that's, of course, what, you put a lot of attention on Jew, of course. So, but with all the attention being on Jew, Ham stepped up. X, with the exception of the elite game, he's been outstanding. Offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, scoring around the bucket. Man, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know who you take off, but they should be up there. They should be up there. You have to, and I think the players that are on the second team, you got to ask yourself, hey, did this guy outperform me all year? But then, of course, there's context to everything. But I just think those two are well deserved. Well deserved. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we should do a fourth team. Maybe we should do a brotherhood fourth team, and get those guys to the second team somehow, because they deserve it. If I was doing the voting, they'll be on my second team. First team I have no issue with. No issue with the first team. Lock solid.
Well, who would you take out? That's what I'm asking.
I'd rather not say.
No, go ahead and say it, please.
Well,
We here. This is number streets. We don't pull no punches.
Oh, when I asked that's a question, he said, "Oh, you're not going to get me." Nice try, Mike.
but that's stats.
That's me.
Well, I don't care. So I think X needs to be on it. I will take John off, and I'll take Stats off. I think based on, and even Stats, you can be honest with yourself. I think that you have to ask based on what mentality looks for and what they need. Now, again, a lot of what mentality has done in terms of John, he's getting a lot of attention, and X has stepped up, and that's what you want. It's no different than a wide receiver on an NFL team, a star wide receiver. He had a breakout season. He gets 1,500 yards. They say we're going to double him. Now they're going to move the coverage over to the other wide receiver, and he goes off. That's what you want. So that second wide receiver goes for 1,500 yards the second year. Should he not make an All-Pro selection because the star wide receiver got all the attention? No, John's supposed to get that attention, and X stepped up and delivered. He did. He stepped up and delivered like he's supposed to. Ham, again, Ham has been outstanding the whole year. I don't remember a game with Ham had a bad game. I don't remember. And if he did have a bad game, I'm just stating, I can't say DJ. Yes, DJ's been great. I think DJ had that one bad game after he had dropped 26 on Elite. He kind of, wilted a little bit. I think it was like one game, but he's been pretty good, and he's been pretty good defensively too. And I think that's absolutely a farce that he ain't getting no votes on defensive player of the year, but all defensive team. I don't think he made one.
He got votes though.
Yeah, but he should have been on one of those teams. So that'll be me. No slight to my brother Stats or anything like that, but I just think that.
Oh no! You just told the public you don't respect my game.
I never said that.
No, you did.
Yeah, this is what we're doing.
No, I'm not mad. I just
No.
No. Because we ain't got to.
Okay. Don't do that. Because
he said he didn't respect your game.
I never said that.
Oh.
Never said that.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's talk about it.
What did you say, Mike? I missed it.
I didn't say I didn't respect this game. I just stated for the all brotherhood. I stated that I think X and him are deserving. Now Stats has played well, but Stats also have to admit Stats based his play based on impact, and that's fine. But can Stats say without a doubt that he's played better than him and he's played better than X consistently? Do you feel like you have?
I think. See, you trying to get me in trouble again, and
No, y'all want me to answer everything. And
I think those guys, X and Ham, are both deserving.
There you go, your answer. He just admitted he don't belong on the second team.
No, that's not what I said. I said I think they're both deserving, and I do think.
What is anybody in the comments? What do they say? I'm just saying. But Stats, you definitely are deserving, bro.
Look, I'm fine either way. Like, the awards thing has never been my thing. I'm thankful. I'm a 41-year-old man, and they thought enough for me to put me first team all defense, which I know burns at you. I know it does, and I'm glad that it burns.
Why you say that?
I'm glad that it burns.
Bro.
I am glad.
As our show is coming to a close, listen. Why do you think that? I'm just honest.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind you being honest. We've had one of our fellow captains break down to you my impact on defense. Somebody who you respect, who also plays defense.
Absolutely. Okay.
And then, thank you. I don't need to say nothing else. So, but we all value different things. That's why I'm not mad.
So I value on ball, on defense, and offensively, man. I just think that it's so easy to not say X. It's so easy not to say him, and it's so easy not to say him. But I'm giving credence to the fact that those guys every single week, they bring their lunch pail to work and they get it done. That's all that I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying. And I'm gonna give a shout out to those guys. So I
think the biggest thing, me aside, is you want John on the third team.
Well, again, has John played better than X and Ham?
Again,
John's my guy. We go back 20 years, and what I'm saying is John's played great. But again, when all the attention is drawn towards John, then it lends itself. Okay, you're not going to be as impactful. Like, you're not going to get the touches. But again,
well, Mike, you just kind of said it. If he's drawing all the attention, that is impact.
Well, it's impact, but he's still not producing the numbers. That's the point I'm making. It is a numbers game, isn't it? Like, come on.
Obviously, numbers are part of it. I'm nicknamed Statman. So
he's done his job by getting all of his attention, and it's up to X to produce, and X has produced.
I'm not saying he hasn't. X has been great. I love X.
You got all the attention in the beginning in the beginning of the season. Ham stepped up and delivered. So the guys that were not expected to step up stepped up. So we got to give those guys some love. That's all I'm saying. No slight on none of my guys, but those guys, they deserve that. They do. Hey, listen, y'all want me to be honest, man. Like, I'm just being honest. Nothing I'm saying is too far-fetched. Like, again, DJ not getting no defensive votes. That's
he
just
got votes. You keep saying that. He got votes.
Well, he ain't on the team, so.
Did we have any other thoughts on the awards before we go?
No, because I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail, but it is what it is.
Damo,
I don't.
Congrats to everybody who won, their awards. Congrats to all the people who made All Brotherhood League teams. Hey man, this was a good year. For the guys who are no longer playing. See y'all next season. For the teams that are still competing, good luck to y'all, man, and good luck in the for the playoff awards. I'm excited for next week, and we'll talk about those matchups.
I got a quick question. What team did Jermaine make defensively?
I think it was third.
That's a travesty.
Maybe second.
That's a travesty.
Hold on, I'll look. I think it's third, but
defensive.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look just to make sure.
That's a travesty.
Hold on. Jermaine made second team. I'm sorry.
Okay. Maybe should have made the first team. Based on people's logic, because then he held Barry to 9 points. Maxon.
Now, Mike,
I'm asking a question.
You and Damo literally just, and this isn't about Jermaine. this is you literally just had a whole argument with Damo that one game shouldn't change.
That's
Now
why,
you're
I'm being a bit what facetious or sarcastic. I'm saying,
you mean hypocritical?
well, no. I'm bringing it up to buffer the point. It shouldn't. So now when I do it, I'm just saying it lends itself to say, why isn't Jermaine on first team? Because it was one game and he shut down an MVP candidate. That's all. You see how come I can bite you? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And we can't do one game. And Jermaine's been great defensively. That's all I'm saying.
It's nobody's fault that the voters made the choices that they
Say
made.
it again, Damos, for the people in the back.
The voters just don't see, some things clearly.
They watch the voters watch the game and they carry their ass to Paradise Ocean Club.
And on that note, Mike is mad because he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes. I
got one. Dave Pat.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Pat gave him a Coach of the Year vote.
Well, he said Mike should get a nod because all of the bullshit I had to go through. But yeah, that's what the voters do, Damo. They get ready, and then look, and then it's nasty. They go to POC, the Paradise Ocean Club, right after the game. In their jersey, don't even go home, shower. Now what do they do? Paradise is nasty work.
Nasty
work.
Okay.
Nasty work.
Everybody vote Mike for Coach of the Year next year. So then he's gonna have a whole different take.
I'm going for Defensive Player of the Year next year. We're gonna be working.
And on that note,
Barry said he had 12. I think he had 13. Barry, see.
Congrats to all the award winners, man.
Let's get Jermaine on that first team.
Thank you to Pollard. Thank you to Ned for coming on. Again, shout out our sponsors, Virginia Villains, Finesse Dress, Mikasa Realty, Elite Solutions, man. Tune in Wednesday. We're gonna break down the playoff games, and Damo has a WNBA take that will surely piss you off. For stretching his absence,
man.
Damo the Disciple, Hollywood Mike, Statman AJT. We out.
I love y'all, man.